Hello and welcome to my latest video. It's a bit of a weird one this because I lost a lot of footage off my the SD card in the GoPro, so it doesn't have any of the driving really, but I went into the Sierra Nevada, the legendary one that I thought was north of Madrid, and discovered where it was. So I went driving into the Sierra Nevada and stopped at La Calahorra, and then the video includes the unveiling, the launching, switching on of the Christmas lights in Vera, and the start of my journey back towards home in France. Enjoy the video. Well, that's the view from my camper van door. Doesn't feel quite as cold as it says on the temperature gauge. There's the road, but I wonder whether this was the old road approaching, because this is all cobbles but then becomes tarmac. I'm just going to drive around the town a little and then probably start heading back to the campsite. There are no more signs, so I'm just sort of taking a wild guess. I have remembered, of course, it's siesta time, so it might not be open even when I get there. But if it isn't, it doesn't matter. Roofs have slates on top of the corrugated stuff to stop it blowing away. There's hardly any wind today, but I suppose it is extreme weather's up here. Excuse the puffing and panting. I'm higher up than I would normally be when I'm walking, but it is spectacular up here. I'm just walking round the castle at the minute. I haven't seen any signs for entrance, but as I say, it might be the time. Well, I have walked around. There's only one entrance, which is here. And it's quite firmly locked. So that's what I can see inside. Very little. No better there, really. So I won't be seeing what treasures there are inside, except from the floor. There's no signs or anything, so maybe it never is open. That seems weird though. You see a lot of these in Spain. You see some of them in France, but not like this. This has a seat, so it can convert into a four-seater. And I had one in France, and they say they're very rare in France. It was bought in Belgium. I bought it in England and imported into France. And the reason why they're common here is they're all made at Vigo in northern Spain, and there's not a lot of salt down here for them to rust. And this is where I parked my van. I presume this is the main square. There we are. There's advertising the castle, but no opening times. Oh, there's something here in English. And it looks like the castle does have an internal courtyard that I wasn't able to see. Yeah, there we go. This is quite interesting, the stucco, and further up, painting on the wall. There's vestiges of a bowl of flowers. Another one, too. And a lovely brickwork. And even the woodwork as well. directly opposite this derelict building that was very grand at one point, with a view to the church main square and the castle. And I've just realised these all have bars over the windows. No, not that one. That one also looks a bit derelict, as indeed does this. It's for sale now, if anyone wants to take on a big project. This is where I have been for the last fortnight, but my last day is today, and I've been volunteering, so I've trimmed all those cypress trees so they're all nice and level, and I'll walk around the back and show you some other stuff I've done. I have pruned those 2 carob trees. There are another 3 or 4 I've done as well. This is a toilet block. It went flat, so I don't know how much it recorded. Anyway, can you see all those cypress trees, the little ones in the background there? Trimmed all those and then weeded underneath them all. Well, there's not a lot of weeds can grow, it's so dry and arid here. 2 more carob trees over there in the distance, and another one in the far corner. Yeah, there's a little above ground swimming pool, but it's empty at the moment. Not really big enough to swim in, but I imagine for cooling off in. Now here's all the carob tree prunings. Hello ladies. And firewood and what have you. And here's a sort of summer outdoor gathering area with a fire pit. And there's Vera rather, in the background, and there, I don't know if you can see, right there is the cross I walked up to. Streams here, and this and Mike arrived yesterday from England. A very different concept in camper vans, I think you'll agree. I'll come into Vera. Today they light the Christmas lights. normally sit in the van. I thought this time, checks footing before doing this. I'll sit here as a better view. My kind of lunch spot, away from the road, fantastic view, sun's out, and hopefully no traffic. Well, that's about as level as I think I can get it without getting the chocks out, the ramps. And that's the view. Well, thank you for watching that. Join me again soon for another episode in my travels. Bye bye.